Welcome to Lake Kinkaid and winter fishing. It's 38 degrees out here. We got some wind blowing, got a nice cold wind chill out here. I'm gonna fish some of these docks behind me. It's something I always go past, I don't even try it. We got kind of partly cloudy skies, high pressure situation. The barometer's supposed to start falling this afternoon. Got a few hours to fish. I'm gonna go out here, get some water temp readings. Hopefully I can get on some fish. I'm gonna be throwing that jerkbait a lot, probably a jig. I'm gonna keep it simple. I got an A-rig in here, I got crankbait, underspin. I got the big spinnerbait. I may run down to the other end and see what the watercolor looks like. If it's really dirty, I might throw that big spinnerbait around. Last time I was over here, I caught a PB muskie. So if you haven't seen that video, go back and check it out. What a surprise. On a jerkbait, on 10-pound test and a little jerkbait rod, 6'8" jerkbait rod. Pretty crazy, man. You never know what's gonna happen when you come out here, but we're gonna get that line wet, see what happens. Here we go. All right, the dock deal didn't work out. I just wanted to come in here for a little bit, fished for about 20 minutes. And didn't get a bite, but I had to check it out. You never know. Didn't see any bait in here or anything, just kind of dead. So we're gonna run out, try some different areas of the lake. There we go. There we go. Fish on, guys. I don't know what it is. Out there deep. It's not big, but like a little bass. All right. Just mark these fish. You can still see some fish down there. Not big fish, but just throwing that little, this is a little 1/4 ounce Cumberland Pro finesse swimbait head with a little skinny dipper on there, or a little dipper. Just took some chartreuse and I don't know, it's slow out here. Just glad to get a bite. That was a cool bite. Fishing out here in about 27 feet of water. See a little group of fish right there. It's moving off. That's what that one came out of. There's a little bit of rock. There's some on the bottom right there. It's a little high spot along this bank. Man, it's gotten cold. It started out sunny and clouds have moved in. It's got really windy and it's kind of cold. Got a little bit of chill in the air. Woo! Got some ice. The ice is rice. We got cold water, folks. It's actually 40 degrees, 40.3, but it's got a lot of stain. I just ran back to one of these no wake areas just to kind of check the water temperature. Warmest water I found is like 41. Coldest water I saw was like 39.8 so far. Kind of looking around, having a look at everything. Air temps are like 45 right now. The wind is blowing, so it's still kind of chilly. And we're just hunting and pecking. Yeah, we got ice all the way in the back of this thing. Shad back here. Moving on. There he is. Oh, he got off. Dang it, that's a good bite. That was a good fish. That might have been a muskie. So I'm trying this little, it's a new snap mount, chesty type deal. It's got magnetic plate on the back side. So I got the magnetic plate on the back side of my sweatshirt. And then there's a mount on the front. And it's just a magnet. And it just pinches this mount together between your fabric, your shirt or whatever. And I don't know, so far it seems to be holding up pretty good. So shout out to Rich from Hellabass for kind of turning me on to that. This is the first day I've had it out here, and so far I like it. You know, I'm always nervous that it's going to pop off and fall in the water, but I don't know, I've been setting the hook a few times and it seems like it's pretty solid. So it's nice. It keeps those shoulder straps. I mean, I've got my bibs on right now, but normally you're going to have your bibs on and you're going to have the chesty, which has the shoulder straps. So it puts a lot of pressure on your shoulders. If this works, I'm excited. All right, we're on this point. Just got up here, the wind's blowing in on it and it's got grass out on it. I'm just kind of working my way out this grass line, just getting deeper and deeper. I've got this jerkbait. I'm fishing the Lucky Craft 78, a little bit smaller, the DD version, and I've got it weighted to where it's falling. It's sinking, really slow sink. So a lot of times those fish are in the grass, and I'm kind of letting it go down to them, see what happens. I'm just kind of playing around right here, but just working this outside grass line. Hopefully we can get a bite here real soon. There he is. There he is. I knew there was a fish right here. I had one kind of rub it. Nice fish. Get up in here, Buster. All right. Right. Way to start the day out. That's a nice solid fish. There we go, guys. Throwing the little Lucky Craft 78 DD in the bait fish color. Man, this is a good little finesse jerk bait. Got a lot of confidence in it. Gets down there around that 7 to 8 foot zone. The water temps are 40 degrees. Really cold out here. You know, we got bluebird skies. We've had some sub-freezing temperatures the last several days, and it kind of started to warm up yesterday. Today's supposed to be right at 50. Tomorrow's supposed to be like 52. Got a little bit of breeze. My nose is running. But yeah, that's nice, man. It's good to get a little bit of feedback. Just got out here on the lake, and jerkbait seems to be going on. Let's let this guy back. Right. Just working the outside of this grass line. There's a point right here. Drops off in about 50 foot. It's just kind of a long tapering point, and the grass line comes out there. And I was just working along the side of that grass, and that's what happened. Nice. Well, we found the shad. Just can't get anything to bite out of them. The shad's out here pretty deep. We're in 45 feet of water. I think we're gonna go throw a jig. What the heck? This sandwich break is brought to you by Denny Hall. A bite was for you, brother. A little bit of love on there. It's a little brush pile, stump or something right here. Just marked it and kind of spun around to make a few casts at it. You know, these fish, they'll slide up shallow in the wintertime sometimes. I mean, we're gonna find out if that's what's going on. We're gonna just keep bouncing around, hitting these high percentage areas. I've already spent more time here than I was planning on, but you know, you gotta fish it kind of thorough. I saw a little bit of bait in this area, which is what made me stop here in the first place. Not a lot of bait, just a little bit, just enough to go, maybe there's something hanging around here. And you know, then you'd see a bass kind of swim through the transducer cone every once in a while. Just little groups here and there, out here deeper. So just you gotta give it a little bit of a chance. Gotta give it a little shot. Went through with the jerkbait, caught that one, throwing that football jig, and felt like a bite right there. I'm all fired up, man. Got me warmed up. I was cold, but now I'm ready to roll. I'm good for another hour. There we go. On the jig, man. That fish hit it on the fall. Right. A nice solid fish. That was a little Cumberland Pro finesse football jig. Look at that. Beauty, man. There we go. Just throwing a little jig on this kind of rocky stuff. This is the little Cumberland Pro finesse football jig in Magic Crawl. Look at that. Let me throw that rod up in your face here. It gets crazy out here in the winter. You're cold, you do kind of stupid things. But that's a Magic Crawl color. It's got that little bit of blue on there, and I just got it tipped up with a Zoom Speed Crawl. Green pumpkin, put a little bit of chartreuse on there. Just dip the tip. A little bit of contrast goes a long way. Add some scent, and I think that scent makes a big difference in the wintertime. But that fish hit it on the fall. It's fun. Starting to get some bites out here. Water's 40 degrees. You believe that? I don't know. I think that sun is the deal, though. Sun's kind of pushing them up a little bit tight. Oh. All right, man. Let's settle down, man. You got to settle down. Getting all fired up. Woo. We're gonna throw this little Rage Menace on here, Texas rigged, because there's a lot of grass in this lake, and with the sun up, I'm thinking some of these fish might have moved up shallow, so we're just going with a 1/4 ounce tungsten weight on a 15-pound test. Throw that sucker up there, and we got a 3-aught Gamakatsu EWG. It's a super line series. I like that super line, and 3-aught's just about perfect for this little bait. This is just green pumpkin, and we're going to tie this on with the San Diego jam knot. If you guys don't know the San Diego jam knot, it's a good one. It's quick and it works, man. So you just pinch this, wrap it like 5 times, 5 or 6, something like that, and there's a little loop right here. Just come back through this loop. Looks like that. Put a little spit on it, pull it up, slide it down. There you go. That is the San Diego jam knot. And we're gonna trim our tagline off. Trim that tagline off. Slide this sucker up here. Flip her around. You can go with a 4-aught too, now that I'm looking at it. 4-aught would probably be just fine. It might be better. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But I do like that super line. You still got plenty of bite there. They're gonna eat it good anyway, right? And then I'll take this spike it pin, chartreuse, just kind of hit these tips on both sides, just a little bit, less than 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch. Just add a little bit of contrast. A little contrast goes a long way, and you're adding some scent. Scent is big in the wintertime. I feel it's probably big anytime, but I really think it makes a difference in the wintertime. There you go. Slide this down. It's the Texas rigged Menace, green pumpkin. This is a great wintertime bait. Comes through grass excellent and catches fish. Got some of this wood up here, this laydown, these laydowns, and I just want to be able to get something in there and not get a bunch of grass on it. I'd rather be throwing the jig. And I could throw the jig, but this little Texas rig just kind of comes through this stuff a little bit better. I don't want to get caught up too much doing this though. I think I need to be running a gun a little more. We got a little bit of bluff rock, just rocky bank. It's shallow though. I wish it was more of a transition type area. You know, where the boat's only in like 9 foot right here. It looks steeper, you know, you got a 45-degree bank up there, but it just got a flat and it drops off out here. You know, you got 50 foot of water right out there, not too far. It's like 50 foot right out there, but it's pretty flat until it drops off. But, you know, you got to try it. I'm just wanting to hit it. It looks right from a distance. All right, midday afternoon report. The shad is all in these little guts, and I'm having problems catching fish. Wanted to throw that jerkbait, but it just doesn't seem to be happening. Got about an hour and a half left to go. It's been a beautiful day, but the fishing has been slow. You know, water temps, I got 41.4 all the way down the lake. It's 40, so this is the warmer section of the lake, and I just can't seem to get anything going. But that is winter fishing, you know. Winter fishing's pretty tough, so I'm gonna keep my head down, try to make something happen, keep that positive mindset. It's really all you can do, right? I'm ready for spring. I am ready for spring. You see this water's a lot more stained over here on this side because the wind's been blowing in here. Just figured to keep these fish up a little shallower maybe. Just trying to work down the outside of this grass line. Some fish on this wood. Wind chills are ridiculous. Freezing out here. There we go. Fish on, baby. Yeah. That's a good one. There we go. Saw those fish on the graph. That's a nice solid fish. Nice solid fish, guys. Heck yeah. Nice solid fish. Boom, look at there. He ate that jerkbait. Look at those red lips too. Just trying to look for these deeper transition spots. Some rocky stuff. We got a lot of wind blowing through here. There's shad everywhere. I just can't get these fish to bite out deep, so I thought I'd pull up in a little bit shallower, and that bait was just sitting there. She snatched it. So beautiful fish. Look at that. Ooh, just throwing that little French Pearl RC sticks. Getting down there about 5 foot, 10-pound test. Beautiful fish. Okay, let's let you go, Buster. Get on out of here. Just jerking that jerkbait over the top of these laydowns. I'll show you what that looked like, where that fish came out of. See if we can idle over that. It's coming up. There we go. Right there. You can see that tree. And here's it on the down scan. That's a side scan. I just bumped that limb. That fish loaded up on it. It's one way to catch fish in the wintertime. A lot of times they're down there in those laydowns and you get hung up a lot. But if you can just hit that piece of wood, a lot of times you'll get a reaction strike. And that's exactly what happened. All right, I stuck back in here at Paul Ice just to end the day, just to kind of check the water temps, and we got 39.7. Pretty chilly. So 41.4 up by the dam, 41.4 up by the dam, and then 39.7 Paul Ice, and then back on the other end of the lake near the No Wake, it's 39.7, 39.8, something like that. Water's pretty clear, you know, just typical Kinkaid. Out in the main lake area, you still got like 6 foot visibility. As you get down towards Johnson Creek, it gets to, I don't know, about 3 foot visibility, something like that. It starts getting kind of dingy and cold. Back here in Paul Ice, it's pretty clear. It looks like it's about 4 foot visibility. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Appreciate you coming along on this little adventure. It's tough in the wintertime, you know. The best thing about the wintertime is there's nobody out here. I mean, there's very few people out here. You don't have any pleasure boaters, any jet skis, anything to worry about like that. You got the whole lake to yourself. The scenery's beautiful. The leaves are off the trees. You can see for miles, and it's just nice and quiet. It's a good place to get away from it all. But the fishing can be hit or miss. Most of the time it's miss. A lot of times it's, if you get a couple bites, you're doing pretty good. You know, 40-degree water, that's pretty cold. The fish are just real negative. They got real little feeding windows, and if you're in the right spot at the right time, you'll get a couple bites. If not, you just keep pecking around. And I do a lot of graphing this time of year. You know, that's what I did a lot of today. Just idling around, looking at stuff, marking stuff that I might think will come into play, you know, in the warmer part of the year. Brush piles and stuff, you know, things that I think I can hit in the summertime, rock piles, that kind of stuff. Just it's a great time. The water's clear and you can see really good. You know, your graphs work really good in that clear water. So that's all I got for you. If you appreciate the content, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you have not. I'm about to hit this marker buoy right here. We're in the slow no wake, but that's all I got for you. There's the cable right there. It's kind of cool. Until next time.